Hello and a very warm welcome at my channel. This is the Missing Link channel, Missing Link in relationships channel, which I started because I wanted to share some realizations I had many years ago. And since I had that epiphany that attachment styles are very important in how we find relationships and how we behave in relationships. I just had this passion to share this knowledge with anyone who there to listen, and because I think this is very very important in our life, especially that we know that without a relationship our life is never gonna be fulfilled. So, are you frequently called needy, clingy, and too much? If you always think that there is something wrong with you and have worked on yourself for years and years, if you have given up on finding a reliable partner and don't see a way out, you came to the right place, because there is a way out. This channel is for single women and men who feel that they tend to attract the same type of partners who need a lot of space and freedom. Actually, more freedom. They value freedom more than a committed relationship. People who don't love and value you enough, who keep things foggy constantly, you don't know where you stand with them, who play games and frequently distance themselves, especially after you had a passionate evening or weekend together. But if this happens to you most of the time, then you probably have a so-called anxious, preoccupied attachment style. But this is coming from psychology, from the attachment theory. And in the following videos, I'm going to go into details about where the theory comes from and also into the nitty-gritty of all of the attachment styles. There are 5, and we are going to focus on mainly the anxious attachment style, because in my opinion and in my experience, because I have the same attachment style, this is the one that can really develop and basically be ready after some self-searching and education and practices, be ready for a very different type of relationship, which is more fulfilling and long lasting, and where one can find emotional security and consistency. And this is the crux of it, because people who have this attachment style, they feel like they can never be sure if their partner really loves them. And also, all the time, they feel that this relationship can end in any minute. And you can imagine, if you have a relationship and you constantly are in a kind of anxiety state because you're never sure, that will have an effect on your nervous system. And basically, the way I discovered this is that over time, these long periods of anxiety add up together and they can cause problems. They can cause illness. In my case, it caused serious insomnia. And basically, that was my wake up call. And since I discovered this, I'm really passionate to share this with the world, because I wish I discovered this earlier when I was a lot younger and I had more time to create a family and a happy, um, even um, relationship, meaning that we are both supporting and loving each other deeply, which I was always missing in relationships. So this channel is going to be have a psycho spiritual approach. So I'm going to combine psychology and spirituality, and I would like to share all my knowledge I gained over the years about self-love, self-acceptance, and I would like to empower everyone who is listening to this and interested in this to gain confidence, so that when you are going to the arena again and start dating, you will be like a different person. You will not have the insecurities and be unsure whether your partner will accept you or love you or stay with you. You actually will know that there are actually many uh, possible partners for you, and you will be the one who will choose. So you will be able to spot the signs of people from the other attachment styles that they are not suitable for you, because the way I see this and the way I will teach this, that there is another attachment style called avoidant, and we tend to attract them a lot. But they, and this is my view, that then because they have a different need for closeness and intimacy, which is very different from ours, they need a lot less than us. I don't see any way that we ever going to be on the same page, and for this reason, um, I suggest that we go for a person who has a secure attachment style. That means they view relationships differently. They are friendly, they are trusting, they are kind, they are straightforward, and they are reliable, which is really missing if you have an anxious attachment style. So in the future, I'm going to go through all the attachment styles, what they are, how can you recognize them in yourself and in others as well, and your view of people and relationships going to change immensely, and that's where the confidence is going to come. And I'm also planning to share practices and um, tools and all the wisdom I gained over the years, um, how to gain that confidence I mentioned a bit earlier, because to have a fulfilling relationship is, in my opinion, is the most important thing in our lives, because whatever success you have in life, if you don't have anyone to share with, and someone who respects you and listens to you and cares about you and treats you with respect and kindness and admiration, then it's just kind of, you will always have the feeling that something is missing. So on this channel, I try to help with that. And actually, if you're stuck with things, you can also contact me and we can work one on one. I also have a free Facebook channel you can join, where I'm gonna share further knowledge, and also we can actually talk to each other and share past experiences. So this channel is mostly for people who are single or they wish to have a new relationship, because if you are in a relationship with a person who is playing hot and cold, then there are other channels who give advices on that. I am not going into those areas at all, because in my opinion, um, your attachment style is like your gender, is a very intrinsic part of our personality, our nature, and it is very hard to change. It is possible to change to a degree, but not completely, and especially not with a person who has this distancing quality, someone who always pulls away. And for this reason, this channel focuses on gaining confidence and being ready to date and attract and meet secure people and eventually have a loving relationship. So thank you very much for listening. This was my first video. Many more will follow. And if you would like, please subscribe and share the video, and have a wonderful day.